As South Korea prepares for the reunification of the Korean peninsula, it is looking to Germany for lessons on bringing a divided nation together. Our Hwang Sung-hee sat down with the German economist Karl-Heinz Paque for his view on the steps Seoul should take.
German economist Karl-Heinz Paque, who is an expert on German unification, says giving North Koreans a clear economic perspective is key in preparing for the reunification of the Korean peninsula.
Because if they don't have that perspective, they're going to mass migrate to the south. You know, Seoul is a city of 20 million, the whole metropolitan area of 20 million people, a thriving economy. So once the border is open, North Koreans will come in great numbers.
In an interview with Arirang News on Tuesday, Paque said the Koreas must begin by forming a currency union and transforming and privatizing the rundown North Korean industrial sector. This process cost Germany over $2 trillion. Although there are varying estimates, it's expected to cost Korea around $3.5 trillion. But Paque assures it will be money well spent.
First of all, North Korea has quite a supply of raw materials. So it was, historically seen, it was the more industrialized part of the two countries when the country was still united. And with all the trade links that South Korea has to Europe and America, I think there are all advantages you can think of to invest in Northern Korea.
But the outlook is not all rosy. With a reduced threat of war upon reunification of the two Koreas, there is the question of what will happen to the thousands of North Korean soldiers who represent nearly 40% of the population.
You will have high unemployment for a while. We did have very high unemployment in Eastern Germany for a very long time, and still the unemployment rate in Eastern Germany is higher than in Western Germany, even today. But that's the price to be paid. The faster you get industry growing again in the north, the more and more easily you can integrate these people.
Paque says Germany experienced structural difficulties and suffered from low growth rates for a while. But despite the struggles, he agrees with South Korean President Park Geun-hye that a reunified Korea would have benefits for both sides.
So in your view, do you think reunification would be a bonanza for the two Koreas?
But we did have, as a consequence of unification, some major economic reforms. And today, Germany is one of the leading, the stability anchor in Europe. So the whole venture has been successful. And I would expect exactly the same in the case of Korea.
Hwang Sung-hee, Arirang News.